Hiya, welcome back to Falling For You. In today's video, we're jumping right back into Fall Guys, this time all about the new levels, a new event, BlunderBeach Bonanza, a squad-themed beach event on Fall Guys featuring 4 new levels, including a new final, hence 2 rounds, and then a final. All about the beach theme, playing with your squad. Now, I played this alone in my first playthrough with a random squad, and then the subsequent clips are just me pretty much sucking or failing on the final. However, since then, I've very rarely lost this because I usually play with friends now and we got a lot better at them. However, enjoy my first take of these levels and I'll include a future video of me playing with friends and us doing a lot better. As always, like, subscribe, and let me know your opinion in the comments. Thanks for all the growth, guys. First off, we have High Tide. Now, I hopped into this with my first playthrough with a bunch of randoms and we didn't do too bad. But here we are. There's 2 paths. You can take the right path, which has these walls that basically try to crush you and push you off. It requires a little bit of patience. Or you have the left side where you dodge a bunch of waves, basically. Well, holes, so to speak, in the waves. This one has just waves coming from the left and the right that you dodge over. I didn't realize that you could climb those rocks and jump over the fences. Didn't realize that until my playthrough with more friends. But, you know, just trying to figure this level out as I go. Don't get crushed. Actually didn't do too bad on these courses. The finals are actually the ones I struggled on up until I started playing with my friend Sam. But I have a couple clips of 2 runs with myself and Kiki. We didn't do too bad except for failing in the finals. So no wins, unfortunately, in this video. Spoiler, but they are interesting losses, I'll just say it that. But here's the level that seems to be given very rarely, and it's the egg level. Now basically you have these 2 tides on the right of you, and you're collecting these eggs, trying to avoid the things pushing us back, and throwing them back to our little force field over here to collect points. Now, as you see, slowly these walls come in and crush us, kind of like the parting sea. And you have to make sure you get out of there, but it is kind of funny how the eggs will just sit there regardless of what happens, so they get pushed by the slime, but you don't, so just a bunch of back and forth of running and throwing. And I guess a better team event than compared to most team events, so be interested to see this thing show up in squads in the future. But I don't mind it too much, it just rarely shows up in this new show. Our team wasn't doing too bad. Usually if you have somebody who knows what they're doing, aka me, it doesn't usually go too bad. And I actually was blessed to have multiple teammates that knew what they were doing. So we moved on to the next round, which was the final. And I have mixed opinions about this final. Because, well, it is cool, and it seems like, you know, it's going to show up a lot now in things. Because I've seen it in ranked, I've seen it in various other modes. I believe it even shows up in Anniversary, and I got 4 crowns that way. But, you dodge these punching things, and eventually you are on a little raft that you keep switching between, kind of like boats, and it just seems to go on forever. Like, this might be the longest final they've ever made, and I don't necessarily like that because it means timing out is virtually impossible. Like, there's this little section when you have to dodge seagulls, and I think that's the furthest I've ever made it. And it has slime on it so you can push people off. So that's how I ended up winning. But I saw a friend go all the way to the end with seagulls. And then there's 2 chickens at the end. So that's unfair. Because you just grab the chicken, you whack them off, and you win. So unless you're playing with friends, you aren't going to time that out. Here we are on this new level once again. Trying it again after our fail in the final. This time I'm playing with my friend Kiki. As I mentioned, I did 2 runs with her. We were brand new to these levels. There I am, falling down into the waves. Got a lot better at that. But we played this a lot more after these videos. So, it is what it is. But here I am with a random. Let's see if I can make it all the way. You can actually get on top of these, which is cool. But I failed. So now I'm trying to figure out, yep, go to the right side. Going to the top again unless I fall, but I fell, so watch out for the wave, because that wave seems to really hit people hard. And we're going to go to the left side. Took me a little while to realize I can dive on that. There's my friend Kiki. She's getting whacked by that wave. She's just gotta try a little harder. Yep. Go, Kiki, go. Left side, left side. And we got it. On to the next level. As you see, I'm rocking my exclusive premium dolphin. So we're gonna see how useful he is. Of course, it's just aesthetics. Saw some leak costumes that I'm actually pretty happy to get. Hopefully they show up in the next couple months. A few of them with doggos and different things, so yay, get to spend my show bucks on those. We all love animals, so I'm always down for more animals costumes, and we don't get usually a ton of animals besides cats on this game, which there's way too many cats. I'm not against cats, I own 2 of them, but you know, we don't have that many dogs on this game. Here I am finishing that level fairly quick. There is my randoms plus Kiki, and Kiki got us into the final. Here we go in the final once again. So same strategy, you get past this front part, you dodge the donuts. For some reason people die right here, which is weird. Like some people just jump in. Other people don't know what they're doing. I guess it makes sense. All of the stress of the final. These things are what can kill you. I've died to them actually a couple times, like right there. And then you have these where you can kill people. My friend Sam loves pulling people on these, which is usually how you get an easy one at the beginning. This part, not too hard. You just let the things get smacked by either you or other people. This part has 2 paths, either one with spinner or the shortcut. Try not to get body blocked on that little thing. And then here we're just dodging the blocks. You gotta watch out for that swinging lollipop thing, because it always hits you. Like, there we go. The wrecking ball hit him just like it did me in the first round. However, we're gonna give it one more try, so let's see how I ended up doing. We have yet again this course. We're gonna make it to the end. Usually has not been a problem. Qualified every single time that I've gotten these courses. And unfortunately, when I was playing with Kiki, it took a very long time for that egg level to show up. So, like days. Like for whatever reason, if I'd play by myself, I'd get it. But I wouldn't get it with her or Sam, so. It was actually pretty rare. We actually got it a couple times though, which was cool. But on to the next level. High tide once again. Try not to fall down. So this middle part is the way some people take, where you just dodge in the holes. I always take this right side, as I mentioned. They actually said that bottom part right there actually has little fishes in it, which I never noticed. But I was watching Octopal's video and he mentioned that straight off the bat, which I was like, huh, very keen eye, because I was not paying attention to that at all. But nice, some people have an eye for details. I usually do, but I guess, you know, I wasn't paying attention to it for whatever reason when I was first loading this up. However, it looks like I'm going to come in first. We'll see. Yep, I made it through. And that was a pretty clean run, all things considered. So here we are on our final Pier Pressure once again. As I mentioned, I didn't come out with a victory, but let's see how I ended up losing. Was it the wrecking ball this time? Or did I make it further? Let's find out together. Ooh, look at that. I almost died right there. So now we have to get past the gloves. Right, we made it past the gloves. Lost a teammate. R.I.P. Twitch man. Then we get through here. I see gravity peoples. We made it through the bars. Now on to stage 3. Is it stage 3? Yeah, it's like stage 4. Either way, I'm not going to keep track of that, so I misnumber it. But here we are, moving. I'm the only one alive. Just me and the sandcastle, bro. He's not griefing. I missed that. So close. Twice I missed getting hit by that. That's wild. So now we have this section where you dodge the rocks. You do this for 3 separate times, I believe. Which really extends the level. And then if you make it past this part, which unfortunately I didn't, because you got to be way on the left side to dodge this. Otherwise you just go into the slime. Nonetheless, thanks guys for watching. Like, subscribe, see you in the comments.